What is up, everyone? And today we are looking at a much older kit. This kit came out in early 2000s, and it is the ground type Gundam from the OVA Mobile Suit Gundam 8th MS Team. This is actually one of my favorite master grades, even though it is very dated by today's standards. And today we're going to discuss what's going on in this kit and if it deserves a 2.0 or maybe, just maybe, a 1.5. With that getting said, let's get into this review. So, first thing we're going to look at the ground Gundam is this is a fully custom painted kit, and to get this weathering effect I use the Tamiya Weathermaster type A, B, and C. For this one I used the silver. The B type I used the soot, which is the one in the center. You can tell this one I've used a lot because how dirty it is. It just really helps for vernier effects and whatnot. And in type A I use the sand, not the light sand but the regular sand, because on darker parts it just shows up a little bit better, and that helps to give it this dirty, grungy look, which is kind of what I like to go for. Like when I weather a kit, I kind of like it to be pretty nasty looking, like it's been through what it's supposed to be through. This kit also came with 2 sets of decals and dry transfer stickers. These dry transfer stickers are very old, so that kind of gave me the idea of going with the weathered effect, because when I put them on this kit they kind of flaked off. I've also included LEDs into this kit using a very tiny wire connector. All these LEDs I got from Evans Designs. And then you can see under the skirt here I just chopped a little piece out where I could put the female connector and then just plug it right in. I put 1 LED on each vernier, 2 in the eyes, 1 in the main camera, and 1 in the cockpit. And that also shows just how dated this kit is, because you can see the light bleeding. You don't have a good seal around the cockpit door, and you can actually see LED lighting coming through around the head. It's just, you don't have a good part seal there. The head is actually almost completely hollow. It has no inner frame in and of itself. But I also painted up the pilot figures. Anytime I do a build and I'm painting a kit, I always tend to paint the pilot figures, just because it's just that extra little step. Great. And in this kit I might actually open up the cockpit door more, because you can actually see the pilot figure a lot better. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about the paint job and the limited customization I did on this kit. Now the chest is also very hollow, so because this thing has, the only inner frame you're going to see is on the arms and the legs. Since the chest is mostly hollow, it gave me a place to store all those wires. Now this kit also comes with a submachine gun, and the magazines are removable. I hate it when people say clips. They're not clips, they're magazines. Both the mags are removable on the hips as well. It also comes with the middle shield, which I love this design of shield. For me, it's either a really big curvy shield, or if it's a smaller shield, I like it, angular. And then it also comes with the large artillery cannon. I forgot the millimeter. And it also has a removable magazine where you can see the shells inside. Forgive me, my camera is like 10 years old, so the autofocus isn't that great, so I wasn't able to pick up this small little shell, but you can see it in there, just the paint difference. I painted it brass. And then what else? Oh, it comes with a couple of beam saber effects with 2 beam saber handles that are stored in the legs, which I like because, over the shoulder is nice, but I like it in the legs because it's nice and hidden away, especially on the ground type Gundam. And it also comes with the container backpack for the large artillery cannon. You can actually break it down and store it in the backpack, which I will show later using that very rack. Oh, also it came with a couple of fists and a pair of open hands and articulated hands, which is what I have on it right now. Also, it came with a beam rifle. I just couldn't be bothered to paint it because, like, beam weapons are cool and whatnot, but this one was the ground type Gundam beam rifle is just kind of plain looking, and I didn't want to use it. Maybe I'll use it in a future build. As you can see, when you have alternate hands and you want to do posing and you're doing custom builds, you want to make sure your extra hands are painted the exact same as the rest of the other hands. It also comes with a little pilot figure of Shiro that I painted up a little bit differently and went with a darker uniform. And with these older kits, your pilot figures are so poorly detailed. Like, that shows how much Gunpla has come. Like there's no detail on the face or hands at all. It also comes with an extra V-fin in case you break one. This V-fin has rounded edges, but you can sharpen those up with a file. And it also comes with alternate shoulder parts. These are the more anime accurate ones that are squared off. I went with the more rounded ones because that gave him more of a realistic tone, which is what I was going for in this build. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yes, here I show that you can store the beam saber handles in each leg. It's a little bit difficult to do in front of the camera. I'm a lot of practice. I haven't uploaded in like a month. But you can close it up, and it actually seals up very nicely, and the same is on the other side. Also, the middle shield can attach to both arms via this rectangular peg attachment, and it actually does provide for a nice secure fit, especially since I painted mine, so it's nice and tight. That shield's not going anywhere. Also, you can flip it down to extend it out for some reason. I guess if you want to like do impaling the ground or something like that, you know, whatever. And then here I have the artillery cannon broken down, and it slides into the backpack using that rack. You can see there's little panels on the side that help guide it into place. Again, I don't ever intend on really using this part, so I just keep it in the backpack. I mean, you can store other things in the backpack if you so want, but they'll be loose. I'd rather have it stored up nice and properly. And then it shuts just like that. It's a simple backpack. It looks great because it's just a big cube, really. And then to attach the backpack, you have to fold out and extend out the back rack, is what I call it. And then you see those two little pegs up there sticking out. Those actually plug into the backpack itself to help keep it in place, along with pegs up at the top of the backpack and the bottom. So once you get this backpack on, it's not going anywhere. It actually stays very secure. The unfortunate thing is it does make it a little back heavy, but because of the bulkiness of this kit, you can lean it forward a little bit and it won't have any problems holding it up. Now, this is another drawback of this kit. Because it's so old, these hands don't have pegs in them, and neither do the weapons. So as I demonstrate here, it won't really hold its weapons very well. I have come up with a trick to hold it in place just a little bit better, but it's not the best. See, originally you just squeezed it in place and see if it worked, and yeah, nothing. It just flops over. What I have found, if you lower the thumb, like where it's resting on the arm, and you pull it down just a little bit, it actually helps to hold it in place just a little bit better. And just like that. And that pretty much sums up this review, guys. If you enjoyed this kit, tell me about it. If you would like to see a 2.0 of this kit, or maybe an update, maybe like a 1.5, you know, maybe with like an actual full inner frame in better hands. I know you can get like aftermarket hands to make it better, which I don't know. I haven't gotten my hands into the third-party stuff yet. Also, I kind of like the fact that the chest is as hollow as it is because of its size. It gives me a lot of room to work with when it comes to running wires. And with that, guys, have a good holiday.